Aimee Symington, the children's etiquette expert, and I'm also the creator of the award-winning products that teach children manners in a fun and easy way, Blunders and Manner Mats. And I'm here today to talk to you about how to teach your children to have excellent manners when they go to a restaurant with you. So there are 5 easy steps that you can talk to your children about or have them watch the video as well. The first thing that I would say is when you take your child to a restaurant, and I'm not maybe talking about McDonald's, but I'm definitely talking about when you want to go and sit and have a nice served meal. The first thing is to talk to your children about what you expect of them. So it's ahead of time, at home, teaching them the basics of table manners and talking to them about when they do go to a restaurant, how they need to be able to not run around the restaurant, certainly not stand up on the chairs or the benches and turn around and look at the people behind them. That they are going to be there and they need to practice their table manners. So set the expectations up front, and I think you'll have a much more enjoyable experience all around. The second thing is that if you are going to go to a very fancy restaurant or someplace where you know the service might be a little bit longer than your 4-year-old could handle, is to bring something with you that can entertain them. Now, it's maybe not a noisy electronic toy, but it could be something like a coloring book or a book or something small for them to play with just while they're waiting for the food. Once the food is served, the toys can go away. But something to entertain them so that they're not whining and fussing while you're trying to enjoy some nice conversation before the food arrives. Now the third thing is, again, going back to the basics. So when you get to the restaurant is to remind your children nicely, if needed, but is to take their napkin and to put it nicely folded on their lap. Is to use their silverware going from the outside of the plate working in. So that, for example, if you are having a salad before the meal, you'd be using the outside fork, which is the smaller fork. They would use that first for their salad. That would be taken away. If they're being served a soup before the meal, that would be the outside spoon that has the larger bowl. Use that for the soup. And then what you'd be left with, most likely, is the fork and knife for the main course meal. So go over those type of things. Also, when it comes to eating bread when you're at a restaurant and they serve a bread bowl, is to take the bread and you can break it with your hands, but it's to butter one piece of bread individually each time you want to take it to your mouth, and to put the butter on your own individual bread plate and not use the community butter. So things like that, and also behavior, it's important to go through. Now the fourth point is in ordering the food. I will definitely encourage all children to try something new and to not be too picky when they're at a restaurant. So encourage them to try something new and not just go for the chicken fingers and french fries. But also have them order the food themselves. It's a great time for them to practice some of those speaking skills. So to have them look at the waiter in the eye, smile, give their order, and say thank you. Simple. Okay, and the very last thing, the fifth point, is if you or your child drop something on the floor, it is not okay to be diving on the floor and picking it up and brushing it off and using it again. That might be what you can do at home, but in a restaurant you would definitely always want to ask the waiter for a new one. So it's if it's your napkin or a fork, whatever it is, it stays on the floor and you get the waiter's attention and say, "May I please have another fork?" So these are really simple things, but if you're able to follow all of these rules, you'll have a great experience in a restaurant. If you would like this tip again, or other tips on etiquette, you can go to my website, which is blundersmania.com, and you'll find all different tips on etiquette there, as well as information about the board game Blunders, which was seen on the Today Show and chosen as a favorite thing, and also the Manner Mats, which are a pad of disposable placemats that teach children table manners and other social skills. So they are there, and you can also go to your local toy store. Thank you.